Easy, this takes time. Anna laughed at Treg's words. If she were anywhere else other than on her back, looking up at the treetops, she may have thought Treg's comment was genuine. But she and Treg had done this for a few years already, in the wilderness on the outskirts of Sector 5. As useless as these outings were for Anna's future career and life, she found it beyond easy to make time for them. She wondered if these sessions were just more of a comfort to Treg or herself, some piece of their childhood they wanted or needed preserved. The air was filled with the scent of leaves in the early decay of fall. The wind whistled through the foliage overhead, and Anna wished the gusts of air would take with them some of the worry she had about her future. If it wasn't for the soreness in her belly and her thoughts about her future right then, the scenery would have been pretty peaceful. Treg stood over Anna, his hand outstretched. Their practice area was a large group of trees in the wilderness area at the outskirts of Sector 5. Back on her feet, Anna glanced around and attempted to see which direction the border was. It seemed so easy in the sector, but the woods were thick enough that it was anyone's guess where the border really was. Treg cleared his throat, and Anna looked back toward him and eyed their weapons. Glad we can still do this. Can't tell you how dull worker training was. Soon I'll be working in some plant and making babies till I'm dead. We'll both be working and raising families. Treg smirked and shook his head as if their talk about parental lifestyles came from someone else nearby, not either of them. He looked off in thought. You think we'll still see each other? Of course, dummy, we'll still be in the same sector. It'll be kinda hard to miss you for long. That's not what I meant, Treg muttered. Anna swallowed the lump in her throat. Their eyes met again. Anna shrugged. I don't know. I hope so. It was happening so fast, and for them, things were set. Their lives of work and family waited for them in the close distance, delivered to them like a serving of food. But what about those in Lebabolis like the Deviants, who weren't taken care of the same way? Varric's comment about helping the Deviants had Anna thinking about what made some people unworthy and others treated like family members. Didn't everyone deserve help? Wasn't there a better way, where people weren't just parts that were remolded if they didn't fit? Maybe the word about the Outlands wasn't the truth? Could it be that it wasn't so much about products being kept out of the Outlands as it was them being kept in Lebabolis? As bad as it was for some in Lebabolis, was the unknown really better? Anna folded her arms. You're going to the Outlands someday, aren't you? Oh, yeah, at least part of the time. You might be too, you know. Yeah, maybe. You nervous? About what? Everything, your future, the work assignments, the pairing. Anna folded her arms and sighed. Treg steeled his gaze. Warriors don't get nervous. Oh, don't give me that. Treg's eyes narrowed a bit, and Anna followed suit. If it were anyone else, Treg would have quickly responded next with a sharp verbal response for cutting the person down to size. But Anna's lips curled up in a playful smirk, and that was all it took for Treg to bust out with a chuckle. You know I can't keep this up around you. Anna took a few playful steps toward Treg. That's 'cause I've known you from when you were little. She laughed and patted his arm. Hey, it's okay. You reminded me of when I didn't worry about anything. Same here. And yeah, I don't know exactly what I'll be doing, but there's a good chance it's gonna involve escorts to the Outlands at some point. How about Nicole? What, you suddenly got blind and deaf on me, Crucinal?
Sub to Casper the Friendly Ghost for good vibes and a sea of friends! Yeah!